Hey y'all, so today, I know it's been a minute. I'm doing the top 10 ways to tell if she's a hoe part 2. Now, let me first of all say I'm recording from a new system. So if this doesn't upload right, you guys got to kind of forgive me because YouTube not even let me record. So, like I'm just through with this webcam. I'm gonna just have to just go with just with this for now. So please bear with me. I'm tired of this, I don't know. But let me see if this is working. Okay, hey y'all. I know it's been a while. I'm doing the top 10 ways to tell if she's a hoe. Forgive me with this webcam. I'm sick of it. I've tried various methods. It may freeze, whatever it may do. I don't know. I don't care at this point. So you guys just gonna have to I'm sorry. It is what it is. All right. The top 10 ways to tell her she's a hoe. My first way is, the explicit Facebook pics. Now, let's get into this briefly. The explicit Facebook pics, I'm going to specify exactly what I mean. I mean ass cheeks, vaginas, boobs, the whole nine, visible to viewers of all races, ages, ethnicities all over the world via Facebook, MySpace, or what have you. These women are obviously selling sex, probably their bodies too. They might, more than likely, they might be strippers, video whores. I'm not hating. Do what you do. Everybody got to eat. But typically, those women are selling sex, and those women are obviously, I think most men kind of pick up on women, like that. So it really didn't need to be on my list, but that's an obvious way. Typically, if you can see her birth canal and everything on Facebook, just one click, it's probably a hoe. All right, moving on. Number two, women, of course, who cheat on their boyfriends or husbands. Now, this kind of goes without saying, too. If a woman is okay with cheating with you, then typically she's not girlfriend or wife material, obviously. And I think some men are pretty good detecting that. But this needs to be said because it's been more and more common that some men tend to fall for these type of women, getting whipped and getting, real caught up in the real good sex game or head game and not really thinking with their heads up top and realizing, okay, if she cheating on him, she'll cheat on me too. So let me not wipe her. So that's number two. Number three. Um, Of course, women who stay up in the clubs and bars when they got kids at home or when the kids are at the sister's house or daddy's house, if the daddy's there, or someone's house while they out clubbing. Now, I'm not saying mothers aren't allowed to go out, but when you're always out, and just showing everything and, when your kids are at home or if you're bringing your kids with you, it's not a good look, so be on the lookout for that as well. Number four, women who dress like sluts, around families. Now, I think I said this kind of in one of my earlier videos about um, whorish women in whorish attire around family settings, like family oriented settings. Case in point, if you're a man dating a young lady and you bring her to your mother's house or whomever, your father's, grandma's, and she's dressing like a slut, then that's not to be unnoticed. The signs are there, fellas. You got to pay attention. If she's in leopard print shoes and spandex and bra showing or no bra at all and butt cheeks and all, she don't even know how to dress around family, then okay, you need to look at that for what it is. Okay, number five. Now this is a big one, and I'm sure this is widely known and widely seen. Um, Women on YouTube twerking, quote unquote, in panties, boy shorts, booty shorts, making it clap, all that good stuff on camera. It's not really a good look if you're a woman, of course. But obviously, these women aren't doing it just because they're selling something, and typically they're selling their goodies, and they're tight. They entice male viewers with their curves and all that in order to, of course, for attention and for material gain at some point. Some type of money they trying to get out of you, and it is what it is. So I'm not, again, not hating on none of these women. Do what you do, but typically that's what's going on. Okay, number 6. Okay, and I've been seeing this on TV shows, so this needs to be said. This is getting a little bit out of hand, but this needs to be said too. Women who openly gloat about their game, apparently. They openly gloat about their sex game or how good they give head publicly, in public settings. That's not a good look. You don't have to be telling people, at large or, in public surroundings around, a bunch of people about what you like to do in the bedroom or how good you do it. That's not a good look. Ladies aren't supposed to conduct themselves like that in public, and you're not supposed to speak like that either. So pay attention to that as well. Number 7, of course, women who only date athletes, rappers, rich men, and they sometimes women let you know, hey, if you ain't got a lot of money, and it's not wrong. Now let me say this. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this, but it's nothing wrong with wanting to date somebody with some money. I don't think it's anything wrong. And truth be told, and I'm gonna say this, a lot of men may not like this. A lot of men are like that. I know a lot of men who don't want a broke woman. I mean, I don't hear any woman or man say, "Hey, I want a broke man. Or I want a broke woman." No, I think it's natural to want anybody with some type of money. But typically, when even some men can do this too. But when people really go out of their way to let you know that, oh, you got to have X amount of dollars for them, typically, obviously, they selling sex. They selling themselves. They letting you know, hey, look, if you ain't got this money or if you ain't got this, you can't have my time. So that's not a good look. So pay attention to that. But I think most people are pretty good with picking people out like that. Well, anyway, number 8. Women who have all kinds of men around and over their kids. Now, see, this is not a good look to me. Now, I'm sure some people may disagree when I say this, along with other things I've said. But if you're a woman, let's say you're a single mom, and you just bring multiple dudes around your kids, and let's just say you like to get it in and you bring dudes over to have a smash session or whatever, having sex, and your child is in the living room watching Barney or Sesame Street or playing with some type of puzzle or Legos. I don't know what kids play with nowadays, but you know, just in the house while you doing this, or you have all these men around or over your kids, like whooping your kids and touching on. I don't respect that, and I think that's messed up. If you're not serious with the man, I don't even think it's appropriate to even have him whooping your kid or even that close to even anything like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's not a good look, in my opinion. So men, be mindful of that. Number 9. Girls who have no problem, of course, having trains ran on them, and uh, with your friends or your cousins or your brothers, real open, like I don't care, they just real open. They let any and everybody run through them like water, that is to be paid attention to, and that's not a good look. Somebody just giving a body away like that and just having it being shared, around like that. And that's not good. I don't care what you having sex for. I mean, come on, that's not a good look. You got to do a lot better than that. Um, and number 10, women who, let me see if this is still going. Okay, thank God. The number's still going. Okay, number 10, women who do not conduct themselves well in public. Now, I think this tends to go over a lot of people saying, I'm not saying women who never, because no one is perfect, but I'm speaking in general. If a woman doesn't know how to generally conduct herself in a public setting around random people, family, friends, or whomever, That's to be paid attention to, because obviously she seeks attention and validation from other people most of the time if she causing scenes, especially if it's over something real petty. Like, most of the time you can handle things, you can resolve stuff before you could. Most of the time things can be resolved before you opt to make a scene. You see what I'm saying? So women who just openly, just so openly, you know, in public, they're so willing to act a fool around you or whatever. That's not a good look. You know what I mean? If she don't have a problem with looking like a fool in front of a bunch of people, then I think that's to be paying attention. That's not to say all women who act like that are hoes, but you're not really ladylike acting like that. So that's my list right there. Again, I did a part two, popular demand, for the female hoes. I did the male hoes. Let me know what you think. The usual. I'm glad to be back. I'm gonna be making a few more videos. Again, bear with me with these crazy videos, y'all. I'm sick of it. Y'all couldn't possibly be more sick of this than I am, really. But it is what it is. Um, I haven't been. I didn't forget about y'all. I just wanted to get on here as soon as I could, and do something for y'all. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be making more. Again, apologize for the technical difficulties. Let me know what you guys think. Okay.